Hi everyone, it's Jo from Acorba's Tarot. I hope you're doing well. So I'm here with a reading today to give you some urgent messages from Spirit, what your Spirit guides would want to tell you. I'm going to split that into 4 different categories for the 4 messages, which will be love, general relationships, career and finance. Okay, so you'll get the messages from Spirit guides on those 4 subjects, what they would most want to say to you. And then I'm going to give you some general messages from a loved one or somebody that you're missing is on your mind, somebody who's perhaps crossed over and, wants to communicate something to you, to see what messages they'd want to give. So with that being said, I'm going to dive in. So this is for fire signs. So I'm going to start with Aries. Welcome, Aries. Hope you're doing well. So first of all, we're going to start off with love messages from your Spirit guides. What would Spirit want to say to you about your love situation at the moment? Okay, let's get into the zone. Messages for the highest good of Aries, please, universe. Calling on my ancestors, the ancestors of those watching, please. What messages would they want to give, universe, about Aries' love situation? So we've got the Hermit on the table. Okay. Right, so we've got the Hermit, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Coins and the King of Cups. I'm just going to put a clarifier down for each of those and then we'll pull some more messages. So what I'm seeing at the moment here is that you might have pulled back your energy in terms of a love situation, or somebody that you're dealing with may have pulled back their energy. Things feel stagnant for whatever reason, whether it's because you are feeling, unable to move forward for some reason, or you just need that time out to work out what to do. You feel a bit unsure about the whole situation. Things perhaps haven't gone too well is what I'm getting here. But you're feeling the energy, I think, of your loved one and channeling to an extent what you think they would want to say to you. So I think a message may be coming through to you from Spirit. And I think you can also very strongly feel the energies of the person that you're thinking of around you. And the Spirit is saying to you, pay attention to that, because when you feel the energy of somebody around you, they are around you. Okay? And if things don't feel good right now, they will get better. You're definitely going to be moving on to better things. If you feel lonely, you won't be lonely forever, okay? It feels like you kind of have gone into a very reflective, pensive kind of energy, withdrawn to yourself, gone into yourself to reflect on things. Let's have a look. Okay, but there's somebody that I think has noticed you and sees your value. It might be somebody that maybe wouldn't be your usual type, but Spirit's saying to you, just maybe see if you can get your guard down. Try and see the positive qualities of this person, because it feels like they've been put in your path for a reason. And I think maybe you've gone through difficult times. The universe and your ancestors and guides are saying to you, try and let your guard down, try and let this person in if you think they're worthy of it, because the better times are coming. I think whereas you might feel a bit lonely at the moment, like things perhaps haven't gone your way, a bit rejected by somebody, or made to feel less than, not treated like you are worthy. Cut anybody out who doesn't treat you well. Avoid toxic relationships. Take notice of those red flags is coming through with the Devil card here. And whilst you should always cut out people who are not treating you properly, Aries, the other thing to say is always lead with love. I think you're a very passionate, warm kind of person, is what the universe is telling me. The sort of person you are as a viewer. But don't be afraid to take decisive action and do something about it if you're finding that somebody's just not treating you well, not stepping up, not choosing you, not giving you priority. I mean, whilst we can be understanding for a time if somebody's got a lot going on, or there's a period of time where you're just getting used to each other, or you don't quite know where things are going and maybe you haven't had serious conversations, but after a period of time when there's a pattern of behaviour and it's demonstrating that this person isn't actively choosing you and prioritising you, then don't be afraid to, take some decisive action, know your own worth. And then when the right person comes in, and I think there is somebody around you, Aries, who Spirit is saying is good for you, and I think you're kind of sensing that energy, and I think you're kind of sensing the kind of spirit and essence of what your loved one would say to you in this circumstance. I think you've been thinking about that and feeling it. Trust it, because it is that person around you. If you're feeling that there is somebody who's a bit different to your usual type, but they are showing you that they care about you, let them in, that they are of value. Okay, the universe and the ancestors, your ancestors are saying they're of value. Now, let's look at some love messages, love oracles in relation to this person, what your spirit guides would want to say to you about this person. Yeah, if this person hasn't arrived in your life yet, you could get a little surprise. It feels like they're about to pop up soon, okay? I do feel that things are about to really change for the better for you in terms of love, Aries, so hang on in there. Yeah, I think, here we go. Once again, we've got this element of surprise and things starting up when you least expect it. So it's suggesting here that your divine counterpart is about to arrive, or things are about to progress with that person. Yeah, it's somebody that I think you're going to really be on the same page with, that you can feel very safe with, and the encouragement here is to just talk to this person, find out what their ambitions, their goals, their dreams are, and it's very likely that they're going to align with yours. And when you notice that, take notice of it. You might also be starting to see synchronicities around, repeating numbers and things like that. That'll also give you an indication that your loved one's around you, and just sort of giving you a little tap on the shoulder, a little nudge to say, just notice this moment because it's of significance, or notice this person because they are, put into your life for a reason, and just take notice of the moment. Okay, Aries, so I think there's some nice messages coming through for you there around love. It's very much around things are going to get better. There's something lovely coming in for you. I think you've been a bit lonely, a bit of a loner, perhaps been feeling a bit rejected by somebody, but that, cut anybody out who is not treating you properly. Lead with love in all circumstances, but just let your guard down with the person who comes in who's treating you properly. Okay, and that's going to be the right course of action for you. So that's the messages from Spirit that they wanted to tell you in terms of love. And we are going now to look at general relationships. So, universe, on behalf of Aries, we are looking at general relationships. Please, what message from Spirit are there? We're calling on my ancestors, your ancestors, spirit guides and angels, please, to give us advice and messages, urgent messages around general relationships for Aries, please, universe. What would you want to say to Aries in relation to their general relationships? Page of Coins was sitting there, clearly wanting to come out. Let's split the deck. Some energy in those cards today. Obviously got some messages wanting to come through. General relationships. We've got the Page of Coins, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Swords. Okay. I think I'm going to just pull some clarifiers on each of these before I start talking, and then we'll get some oracle cards as well. But I think what I'm seeing here is there's somebody or people around you. The Four of Pentacles came out there. Is that Page of Pentacles? I think this is talking, I feel, about seeking out people who've got the same passions and interests as you. There's something in your life or something in your interest, sort of area of interest, that you're super passionate about. It really kind of sparks off this energy in you. It lights up a light and a spark within you. It's almost, could be almost something that you really, really are into. Like, obsessive is probably a bit of a strong word, but you're super passionate about it. Perhaps there's something new, sort of, where you could seek out a group of people that are interested in that thing. Now, it could be, I don't know, for example, a running club or an arts and crafts kind of club, or I don't know, some kind of sport, or it could even be going to the gym, or, you know, joining some kind of tennis club, or playing netball, or I don't know, some kind of artistic pursuit. There's something that you really do enjoy, or it might be something that you want to learn about and you want to actually go to, I don't know, a night school class and learn about something. Whatever it is, it's something that you've thought about, it's crossed your mind and you're really interested in it. Your spirit guides are saying go for it. If it's something a little bit new, or there's some new opportunity around that interest, then take it up, because I think you're going to meet new friends that way, and people that are also really interested in the things that you are. For some people, it could be home decor or DIY, or learning a trade or learning a skill that actually would be really good for you. And actually, if you did put yourself out there to learn that new skill, you would come across people who would help you in that pursuit, is what's come through here in terms of general relationships. Now, the other thing that I've got here coming through around general relationships is you could have had a misunderstanding with somebody that you care about, but who may have been acting a bit selfishly, a bit inconsiderately. But I do think what's happened here is that there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. It's felt like there's a conflict, a tense situation. You probably thought this person was being selfish and putting their own interests first. And it could have caused a bit of an issue between you, actually. Yeah, it could even be somebody within your own household. It could be a family member. It could be a brother or sister. Somebody that you did grow up with, or have lived with, or is in your immediate, you know, slightly extended family circle. And it might have caused some tense situations. Oops. It could be some issues around maybe an inheritance and a house also. Now, it's also saying in terms of general relationships, seek out somebody who you feel is, I think there is somebody around you, actually. Spirit guides are saying there's somebody around you who you see as wise and solid, and somebody who would give you good advice and talk through options with you around something that you're weighing up, or an area of your life where maybe you feel a bit stuck. Now, there's always options. There's always options. There's no just one right course of action. And what the universe is saying is seek out this person who is solid, who knows you well, who you trust their advice and their guidance, and talk through those options with them, because talking out loud will actually help you choose the right path. When you don't know what to do, you have to make up your own choices, you know, make up your own mind in these things. But the universe is saying that just talking through options with somebody else that you trust is actually going to help you a lot here. So in terms of general relationships, seek out and utilize somebody around you who can help you get a bit unstuck. It could be in relation to this conflict that's been going on, or this tense situation with a loved one, where you feel there's been some selfishness, or, you know, somebody looking after their own interests. Maybe somebody that you consider to be quite vain and into their appearance, and a bit overconfident, and it's just maybe there's definitely been some sort of, yeah, it's somebody that maybe you're not really talking to at the moment, and it's really playing on your mind. Yeah, whatever it is that's making you feel stuck, unsure, a bit, you know, a bit yuck at the moment. seek out that person who can talk through all the options with you and help you find a way forward, but also follow this passion. You know, go and meet new people that are interested in what you're interested in. Yeah, it could be through learning, college, you know, going to college, or to some sort of trade school, night school, something like that. Or it could just be a club of of people that follow an interest that you do, like walking, running, playing a sport, doing a craft, you know, whatever, making something. It could even be to do with your, you know, children potentially, if you've got any. But, you know, seek out those people who are interested in what you're interested in. Something new, almost like a new start's going to come in for you here. You're going to learn a lot, and it's going to help you actually accumulate some money, which money is a different topic, another message which we'll look at in a minute. Okay, so these are oracles now to give you messages from your guides around relationships and moving your relationships forward generally in life. Okay, so calling on my ancestors, your ancestors, spirit guides and angels. Messages, please, around general relationships for Aries. General relationships for Aries. What would you want to say to Aries, please, universe, spirit guides, ancestors? Learn from your mistakes. Okay, so you might have had a bit of a situation where maybe, I don't know, you recognise maybe you were at fault, you've done something wrong before. It can be a bit difficult, can't it, to actually accept that maybe you weren't always right, something you know you could have done differently. I think that is, you know, very important, isn't it? Reflecting on what you could have done differently. And your guides are encouraging you to do that in a very loving way. Lead by example. So, for example, if you feel somebody's behaving in a way you don't agree with, which could have caused this kind of conflict we're seeing, universe is saying, and your guides and your spirit, loved ones in spirit are saying, just, you know, it doesn't have to be tit for tat. If somebody treats you a little bit badly, you still be nice to them back, okay? You behave how you feel they should behave towards you. You're here for a reason. Now, there is a purpose to you being here. There's a purpose to all of us being here. Your spirit guides are giving you a bit of a nudge to tell you that. And it could be something related to this thing, you know, that we saw that you want to learn or progress, or following your passion could also be part of your purpose. So reflect on that. Reflect on what your reason is. Because, you know, you're here for a reason and you're worthy. And you're here to enjoy life, so you know, think about what sparks your passion and follow it. Practice moderation, though. There is a bit of a toxic warning against toxicity around here, so maybe don't get too obsessed with whatever it is you're interested in. Have some balance, which I'm sure you will. Keep it in balance, and make each day count. So you're here for a reason. Make every day count. And that can also be around your relationships. We're talking about relationships, so I feel like the universe wants you to do what you can as well to help other people, advance your own interests, your own passions, you know, but also think about how you can make other people's lives easier, better, and support each other as well, because we're here for that. You know, we're here to support each other. We're not just here as isolated beings. We're here as part of, you know, learning from each other and helping each other as well. All right, Aries, so that was your message around general relationships. We're just going to move on to career for you now. Okay, so Aries, we're going to call on your ancestors, my ancestors, spirit guides and angels to give us messages, please, around career. Messages around career for the highest good of Aries. What do spirit guides want to share in terms of messages around career for Aries, please? Messages for the highest good of Aries to help them, please, spirit guides. Okay, Oh, we've got the Ten of Swords. Career, have you had a bit of a setback? Oh, Three of Swords. Okay, all the Tower. All the black cards coming out, Aries. Have you been having a difficult time? Right, okay. I think maybe has there been an issue around somebody, a manager at work, or you've been having difficulties as a manager, managing other people, but it feels like maybe in terms of career, this isn't going to be for everybody, but for some people it feels like you've hit your rock bottom. And it's for those people that Spirit want to give a little message here, some encouragement. Is somebody's father, grandfather sort of coming through here with some encouragement. The big message that's sort of coming through to me here is find your inner power and your inner strength. You see those lions roaring, find your strength, okay? If you feel like you've hit your bottom, your rock bottom, you don't know what to do, you've got this dark energy, things have just crumbled around you unexpectedly, you feel you're in a dark place, things don't feel good around here for you at the moment. It will get better. Find your inner roar, okay? Find your power, keep going. It's going to be okay, but you're going to have to draw on every bit of strength you can find to get up and get going again. When we have the Tower card, sometimes things sort of are pulled from us. It could be a job or an opportunity or something that we feel we've lost suddenly, that's ripped the rug from under our feet. It's not comfortable. It's not a nice place to be. It makes us feel like everything's just gone horribly wrong, and we don't even quite know at that point where our future lies. And this is talking, of course, about career. So your spirit guides are telling you, find your power, you're going to be fine. Maybe you were in a job that wasn't right for you, okay? But there's going to be your perfect match in terms of a role coming up, and it's going to be something that you absolutely love, and it's going to be something that you absolutely will stick with. It's going to be your passion, your interest. It's going to be something that you love, as well as a work and a job. It could be telling you here, actually, that you know, if there's something that you're interested in starting up for yourself that is related to something that you're good at, and it could make you some money, then have a good go at that. And keep going and be tenacious about it, because there is a very big opportunity for you to end up doing something that you really love. So out of a difficult situation could come something that's great. And the universe and your spirit guides are saying the only way from here is up. Okay, you're going to be on your way up from this situation. There could have been an outside influence here that caused the problem. If so, that will become apparent, but it won't trouble you in the long term, okay? Set out what your intentions are. This is an opportunity to think about what you want for the future, your spirit guides are saying. Think about it, write it down, really reflect on it, almost feel that energy of what it would be like to achieve what it is you want in your career. Is it working for yourself? Is it working in a different job? Is it working in a different sector, perhaps the charity sector or something like that? Think about what you really want that would fulfill you, that you would enjoy, that would bring, you know, a different perspective in your life and maybe bring more balance to your life, and then work a plan to get there. And actually the universe will open doors for you. They might not be the doors you're expecting, but if you take action and you're very clear about where you want to get to, your guides will and the universe help you to get there. Right, okay. Out of bad things are going to come some good things, Aries, is the message coming through from career. Okay, let's get some, we've got messages from heaven, this deck, to get some further messages from the guides on the subject of career. So here we go. Continue to grow by seeking new knowledge. We applaud your efforts. Okay, we did see earlier that you might be looking to increase your knowledge in certain areas. So there's an encouragement to do that. The spirit guides, your loved ones, they've noticed it and they're saying they applaud your efforts. They're giving you a big well done. Be creative. Look for ways to build grow and manifest. Now, we've just had the Magician card come through, and I was giving you messages about manifesting, about being clear about your intentions of what you want to achieve. So you need to be a bit creative about this and really think through what it is you want. You've got spirit guides all around you. Look at all these little stars. That's telling me you've got spirit guides around you, supporting you with this. And if you just give some meditation and some thought to this, you will get downloads, and the answers will come to you. Focus your mind on what you really want. We are helping. So that's a very consistent message coming through for you there around career, Aries. I recognise it's been a tough old time for you, actually, but really, and it's going to turn into an opportunity for you for much better things, okay? So just trust in that, look to your guides, meditate carefully, set your intentions, and you are going to manifest awesome things. But you just draw on that power, okay? Find your inner roar. Okay, right. Isn't there an advert on television that talks about finding your inner roar, or am I imagining that? Someone's going to tell me in the comments what that is. I am not sure, but it sounds familiar as I'm saying it. Okay, so last message for you then, Aries, is around finance. So I'm going to call on my spirit guides, your spirit guides, and ancestors, and angels. What messages, please, do you have for Aries in the area of finance, please? Right, that one wants to come onto the table. 4 of Cups. Calling on my ancestors, your ancestors, spirit guides and angels, please. Messages in relation to finance. Cups, Empress, Knight of Swords, 9 of Coins, finance. Okay, so I'm getting here, Aries, that you might be feeling a bit dejected around money at the moment. You might be feeling like as hard as you try, your money keeps going out and things elude you. However, I do think you've sort of learnt some lessons around money, and you are working hard to change your fortune, if you like, turn that fortune around and to grow and to build something new for the future. I think you've had to be careful, and you've had to cut things out in terms of, you know, determining wants and needs. And I think that is really, really supporting you and helping you. And that principle your spirit guides are saying are going to serve you well going forward. And actually, you're on the cusp of great things. Okay, you're on, you know, you're at the 9 of Pentacles, which means you're on the cusp of being the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got some kind of skill, or you will have a skill that people want. I think there's been a bit of an issue, perhaps where money, like I said, has just escaped you for some reason. Perhaps bills kept coming up, or maybe you were making decisions that weren't in line with the budget and that kind of thing. But yeah, I think you're going to have some options coming in. And if you choose the right one, I think you know which one to choose, and you're holding on to that, and you keep looking ahead to the future rather than immediate gratification now. The universe is saying, keep doing that, and you're on the cusp of, you know, being financially secure. Things are going to be on the up for you. I think, you know, there's been something around a career or money income that's been difficult for you. We've just seen that. But you are going to grow your finances. It might have changed your perspective on money, actually, what you've just been through. And you are going to manifest amazing things. I think you could find a business partner. Yeah, there's something about work that's really going to, yeah, take you forward and into better times. Definitely. There's a huge theme here through these readings for you, Aries, which is saying, hold on, okay, because better things are coming. Now, I've got messages of the Cosmic Oracle for your, finance, finance messages. So calling on my spirit guides and ancestors, your ancestors and angels to give us messages in relation to finance that they'd want to give you. Stop giving away your power right now. Now, it might be to do with somebody at work. Stop pushing against what is and align with it and move on. So there's a message here around accepting something that's happened that might have been difficult, I feel, and moving, seeing it as an opportunity to move on to something else. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. So have the self-confidence. Find that passion, that spark and that inner strength that we were talking about earlier and channel that towards moving yourself on. You can really do it, Aries, you can do it. Guilt is a normal feeling, just breathe and let it go. So there might have been a mistake or an issue that's occurred here. Just breathe and let it go. We're human beings, okay? I'm sure it wasn't done with, very bad intentions. Things happen, okay? We just have to, let things go sometimes and move on in peace, okay? Because it doesn't do any good to dwell on difficult situations, okay? So stop thinking about what could I have done differently, what should I have done differently, what did I say, what shouldn't I say? I wish things had gone a little bit, I should have done this, been more considerate, or I should have, done something differently. Just let it go, okay? Just let it go. It is what it is at this point, but you've got amazing opportunities ahead of you that the universe and your spirit guides are saying they will help you. They're going to help you achieve it. That's definitely come through very powerfully for you. Right, so I just want to pull some messages. This is talking to heaven. So if there's somebody that's you've lost, that's now in spirit, you're missing that person, you're thinking of them and you're wondering what they might want to say to you. I'm just going to pull some messages for you now. So, ancestors of Aries, spirit guides of Aries, what do you want to say to Aries? I wish I'd told you more often how much I love you. Okay, so your loved one who's passed over wants to say that to you. I watch over you every day. Oh. It's not your fault. Okay, so there's something about here about guilt and not your fault. That they want you to know. It could be in relation to their passing or something you're holding on to in relation to your relationship with them when they were on the earth. It's not your fault, and they're wishing that they had told you more how much they loved you, and they're watching over you, Aries, is what they want to say. One more, please. I'm sorry, please forgive me. So they're feeling that they need your forgiveness. Perhaps it's something that, you're blaming yourself for, and they don't want you to feel like that, and they're perhaps they didn't treat you properly, or they should have done something differently, and they're seeing things from a different perspective now that they are in spirit, and they want to say to you that they are sorry and ask for forgiveness. Okay, so Aries, they were your spirit messages. I hope they were helpful, the 4 messages that Spirit wanted to give to you, and in addition, just, a little message about what they'd want to say to you generally. Please do let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this reading. I will do it again if so. It's a little bit different to what I normally do. If you'd like a personal reading, if this sort of resonated in any way, or you'd like me to just read specifically for you, please do let me know. Details are in the description box. I turn readings around within 12 to 24 hours. Because I do readings every day, and they start at just £30 for a detailed 1-question reading. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye for now.